Hi guys, welcome back to Comanchero's channel on YouTube. Well, today I want to go to the lesson files from What Not to Do with Your Glock. And I'll tell you what, this is how it goes. Went up to the range probably about 3-4 months ago. Took my Glock 19 that you're looking at there. And I took my Glock 23 that you're looking at there, both of which are almost identical to each other. I got the same night sights, everything on there. You know, it's same size handgun. Everything looks pretty much the same, right? So I'm up there at the range and I'm blasting away. I got my target set up at about 15 yards and been shooting the 40, and I go put the 40 down and was talking to a buddy of mine there that I was shooting with, and he said, well, I'm going to shoot some 9mm now. So I went and I picked up my Glock 19 and loaded it up and started to fire at my target. Well, first round sounded real funny. I was watching the target. I had a hole in the target. I shot it. I hit it. I'm going, well, that's odd. You know, I'm shooting reloads and I'm thinking, well, maybe I goofed something up there. Maybe my powder charge was way off or something. So, you know, I fired another round, hit the target, sounds the same way. Really muffled, funky. You know, that time the slide didn't cycle, so I pulled the slide back, eject the casing. You know, keep in mind, I'm hitting my target. I can see holes out there. I know I don't have an obstruction in the barrel. So I continue doing this. I have one more slide cycle, but out of the other rounds that I fired, a total of 5 of them, the slide didn't cycle. I had to continue to cycle the slide manually and eject the casings. And I'm sitting there and I'm going, what in the heck is going on here? So I pull the things down and, well, I discovered, what did I do? Oh, I picked up my Glock 23 and I loaded it up with the magazine from the Glock 19. And I just fired myself about 5 rounds of 9mm through my 40 caliber Glock. Wow, pretty cool, huh? For a guy who's been shooting guns for over 30 years, you'd think that, well, you know, you'd pay a little more attention and not do something like that. But I guess anybody can screw up at least once or twice, especially when you're talking to your buddy at the range, right? So I wanted to show you the aftermath of what occurs when you fire a 9mm round down a 40 caliber handgun. You get 9mm brass necked up to 40 caliber, and you also can end up with pretty cool looking split casings there. Hopefully you can see the bulge there. Maybe I can get this down on the Glock here and you can take a better look. Okay, see that right there? That is a 9mm necked up to 40 caliber. I had a few of the cases split. Some of them stayed intact. There's another one that managed to stay intact. But there you go, folks. If you've ever wondered what happens if you try to fire a 9mm round through a 40 caliber handgun, here you go. Now, amazingly enough, I'll show you this in a second here. This is what happens if you take your 40 caliber barrel, you take your 9mm round, you insert the 9mm round into the chamber of the 40, okay, and then you tip it up. What happens? That round will come all the way out of the barrel of the 40, right? So what does that mean? That means that that round was being held in place only by, if I can get any light on here, I can't really get too good of a shot on here, only by this piece right here, the extractor, holding that thing on there so the firing pin could strike it. That's the only thing that was holding that round in the chamber of the weapon when it went off. Alright. Now, amazingly enough, I had absolutely no damage to the Glock. Glock functions just fine afterwards. I did change the extractor anyway, just because I was leery about using that in my weapon after firing 9mm through there. But there was no visible damage to it. I continued to fire some .40 caliber rounds through the weapon after that, and there was no malfunction. But you know what, guys? That's what happens when you don't pay attention. I'm just amazed that the Glock held up like it did. There was no problem there, and I'm even more amazed that the slide actually cycled twice out of these 5 rounds. That blows my mind. I wouldn't even thought that it would have been able to do that. But hey, there you go. I'm gonna leave you with that. Next time you're at the range and you got your 9 and your .40 there, I wouldn't advise that you try that. Just not something I'd do again. And you can darn well better believe I'll be paying a little closer attention the next time that I am shooting my Glock 19 and my Glock 23. Anyway, for your amusement, there you go. 40 through a 9. Necked up brass. You guys have a good one. I'll catch you next time. Bye.